The afternoon wind blew through the Cumbernauld studios, carrying with it the usual damp, chilly air of Scotland. It had seemed like a normal day, but for Sam Heughan and Caitríona Balfe, it was the day everything changed. Rumors and whispers that had been lingering for months, even years, finally exploded like a storm that blew away all the false peace. No one expected that Caitríona's long-held secret would shock the entire Outlander cast and crew. For weeks, fans had noticed something different about her. A pensive look, a distant look in her eyes, and moments where she seemed to try to avoid Sam. Behind-the-scenes footage showed that there was something more natural between them. Sam, always open and honest, was starting to worry. He felt the invisible distance widening, bit by bit, between two souls that were connected in a way that the whole world could see. One evening, after the scene had lasted until almost midnight, Caitríona suddenly asked to see Sam alone in the dressing room. Her voice trembled. "Sam, there's something I have to tell you. Something I've kept hidden for too long." Sam looked at her, reassuring her with his familiar warm gaze. "Kate, whatever it is, I'm always here." But the moment those words rang out, the burden she had been holding on to for so long seemed to become even heavier. About half a year ago, the fan community was in an uproar when a photo went viral. Caitríona appeared at a private clinic in London. Everyone thought it was just a routine health check. But then, a young nurse, a die-hard Outlander fan, wrote on social media, "I met Caitríona. She was doing a pregnancy test." The rumor mill exploded immediately. Pregnant? With whom? Why the secret? Although she quickly denied it, the wave of suspicion still rolled in. Sam remained silent, neither confirming nor denying. And it was that silence that made the public even more convinced that something was really going on behind the scenes. Caitríona sat down, her hands clasped together nervously. "Sam, the baby?" She paused, trying to hold her breath. Sam's heart seemed to stop. "Kate, what are you talking about?" She looked straight into his eyes, the blue eyes that usually shone with strength now filled with fear and fragility. "I have a child, and I didn't tell you. Not the crew. Not anyone outside of my family." Sam froze. Time froze. In all the years they'd been filming together, and the countless rumors surrounding their relationship, from romantic to conflicting, he'd never seen her so vulnerable. "Why did you have to hide it?" Sam asked, her voice choking. Caitríona tightened her grip on the corner of her shirt. "Because I wasn't sure if it would hurt you." What shocked Sam was not the fact that Caitríona had a child. That was entirely her own private matter. But the next part of the story, the part that had never appeared in any of the rumors. She spoke softly, as if afraid of her own words. "Sam, the father of the child is not Tony." A chill ran down Sam's spine. "So, who?" She didn't answer. But the silence was enough for Sam to understand. His heart was pounding so hard he could hear it in his chest. A secret too big. A truth too cruel. A wave of emotion swept over him like a storm. And then, the word Sam never thought he would hear. "Sam, it was something that happened during the period when Tony and I were apart. We didn't make it public. And I wasn't sure if I should tell you." The next day, the news spread like wildfire across the set. No one knew exactly where the leak came from, but within hours, the entire crew was buzzing. Caitríona Balfe secretly had a baby. The identity of the baby's father was unclear. Is Sam Heughan involved? The unanswered questions made everything chaotic. Sam tried to keep his composure in public, but fans quickly noticed that in his latest live stream, his eyes were red and unusually dark. Comments flooded in. Is Sam okay? What happened between them? Is Sam the baby's father? Unable to avoid it, Sam went to Caitríona again. "Kate, I need to hear the truth. From you." Caitríona stood in front of the window, the dim light of the sunset covering her face, creating a deep sadness. "What do you want me to say? That the baby is yours? Or that you had nothing to do with it?" "Sam, you know I would never hurt you." "But the truth, Kate?" Sam almost whispered. She turned around, tears glistening in her eyes. "Sam, I did the test. And the results were something I didn't expect." She paused, as if to take a deep breath before speaking. Sam, the father is you. Sam's heart stopped. He slid down in his chair, his hands shaking slightly. His whole body seemed to sink into a complete emptiness. In a recent interview with a British art magazine, Caitríona suddenly shared a statement that stunned everyone. Becoming a mother is a big decision, and I paid for it with something very important. No one knew what that important thing was. No one knew that it was Sam. Sam stood alone in front of the studio door at the end of the day, watching the golden sunset spread over the old roofs. In the silence, he whispered, "Son, even though I can't stand next to you, I still think about you." It was a confession he had never told anyone, except the sunset sky that day. And the secret, the biggest secret of both of their lives, continued to live in silence, waiting for the day to be fully revealed.